is up, family, and welcome back to the channel, man. Please do me a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. What is up, my people? What is up? What is up? Throw those A's in the chat. If you can hear your boy speak, go ahead and throw those A's in the chat. If you can hear, I can't even speak English right now, right? If you can hear your boy speak, man, throw them in there, boy. Throw them in there, boy. And Ripe Image says that we sound loud and clear today, man. I certainly hope so, bro. After that class, I almost felt like nobody could hear me, right? But we are good to go. What is up, my family? Candace Morrison, good to see you there. What's up, Be Real? Good to see you. Jason, RJS, Fact Finder, what is up, guys? Alex, good to see you in there as well, man. Thank you guys for coming on out. I know it's a little bit late today. Of course, we have our master students going through their lectures today, so this is why your boy is showing up at this time, but it's all damn good. Stupid Bitcoin, what is up, buddy? Good to see you there. Titty Sprinkles, hello, hello, hello. All good, all good. Man, I see you guys coming in now. Okay, I see you guys. I remember that when I do come on around these times, it usually introduces the potential of having the other side of the world come in. So this is when I get I think I get some people from Finland. I get the Netherlands, right? I think I actually get some people from the Czech Republic as well, right? So really interesting time for me to go on. It's actually the gooch of the night right now, man. So it's all good, right? Oh my goodness, man. But it's very good to see everybody in here. Thank you so much again for showing on up. And we're going to go ahead and go over the analysis here for, of course, your boy Jimmy and your girl Amy, right? AMC for Amy. Stop it, man. I'm losing my tongue here, guys. I'm losing it. So let me go ahead and just take this logo out and bring the chart right back in, right? So yes, this is the Jolly Ranchers chart. Now, just to go over something really fast for you, right? Please remember that we were talking about a pullback coming into today, and we identified that pullback to be at $22.63, and it looks like today's pullback came down to $22.31. So not bad, if I do say so myself. Price action closed post hours at $23.28. So if you were able to take advantage of that position here from the Arca Bulls team, then congratulations, you got yourself in the money. All good, all good, all good, right? Now, what was the close at the daily time frame, though? So the daily time frame is showing that we closed at 23.23. Now, this usually speaks of a potential, you know what? I mean, I know this one's a little bit curious here, right? Let me see something. Okay. Wow. Look at the candle here, okay? Let me just go ahead and block the visibility of everything else and take a look at this candle here. This is a daily candle. We were just talking about this inside of the master's course, right? So, but I'm going to give you the difference here, right? I'm going to tell you exactly what this is, because there is a potential that it could be a bullish formation, and that's not a promise, okay? It's never a promise, but it is a potential, okay? So I'm going to bring up an image here on my browser, and because I don't want to say the name of it, and then you're going to get all weird on me, right? So I just want to give you the name first. I'm sorry. I'm going to give you the image first alongside the name, and then you'll be chilling, okay? So here you go. Let's go ahead. I want you to pay attention to this, right? Just pay attention to this. These are daily candles, so it takes a whole day to complete this one. Takes a whole other day to complete this one here, right? All good, all good. So now just focus on them, right? You see that huge gap in between them. Now let's go ahead and go over to the other screen. All right. So yes, this freaking thing is called the Bullish Abandoned Baby. I didn't come up with a fucking name, man. That's the name that it has right here, and it's all good, right? So that's what it is. That's what it presents. We're chilling. Okay, you guys? So yeah, I'm saying that there is a probability that we could be facing here a bullish abandoned baby by this formation alone here, okay? So very cool. We got a nice hammer candle at the bottom side of that trend, and there looks to be a potential upside incoming, right? Oh my goodness, man. Throw those freaking likes in there, man. I want to make sure that we can get this thing to pop off even harder, bro. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Right, it's a little bit tough. I understand when price action declines like this, naturally the viewers are going to decline as well. But that is a typical behavior, guys. That's just what happens. It's normal. It's normal. But I know now who the real ones are when they come back to the streams. And they definitely come back to the streams this late, because I know some of you in the East Coast right now, you're looking at this dude like, bro, are you for real starting a stream at midnight? Well, technically, yeah, but it's, it's 8:48 my time, Pacific time. But it's all good in the hood, man. It's all good. Guys, but yeah, and that's the reason why I'm starting the stream off a little bit earlier, right? I'm starting off the analysis just a little bit earlier instead of just waiting and getting the crowd all riled up and shit, right? But everything good. But let's go ahead and observe now price action for AMC on its Skittles chart, right? So let's see what this one did, because this one also had a higher probability for upside opposed to what we were observing for ticker symbol GME. AMC had a different kind of strength coming in. And now, absolutely, right? Absolutely. This one also had the bullish engulfing on a weekly time frame, because this is where we determined the whole thing to start from, right? We were saying that there's not, the likelihood of even dipping down to 433 was even unlikely, right? So price action actually made a new high today, and it's still looking pretty good. Let me just make sure to put this somewhere else and still within the same area. There we go. Okay, so what we're observing here, yeah, it's a weekly time frame bullish engulfing. So that gives us some pretty good statistics. Guys, man, it gives us some good stats. Running another 3 hours, says Ara. Man, I got you, buddy. We're running. We are running. The freaks come out at night, yeah. The freaks come out at night, yeah. Be real, bro. Come on, man. I got you, buddy. Destiny, what is good? Good to see you in there with the money bags. Let's go. I appreciate you so much for coming on by. If I haven't said hello to you, my apologies, team. Of course, you know how it goes, man. I want to get you in. First, and then I'll say what's up, right? K-Spec, I see you in there. Stress relief, I see you. K-Spec is definitely giving. Oh, my goodness. K-Spec saying, gonna be the first. You know what this is. You know what this is for, Arca. Let's get someone in tonight. Guys, that is absolutely kind of K-Spec to do. This is now allowing one lucky winner to get into the Arca Bulls trading team today for a free month. So make sure to engage with the channel. Stick around for your chance to win a free month to the trading team, guys. Man, that is very cool, man. K-Spec, what am I supposed to do here, buddy? I love you so much, man. I appreciate you like nobody else, bro. I promise. Well, Robert, what is up, dude? Drinking some beer in the main, chilling, man. Okay. I like it. All right, guys. So just remember, right? We got now a chance for you to win entry here for a free month into the trading team. So just stick around and we're going to randomly choose you and everything will be good to go, right? Anyway, so we're going to come right back into the stats. And actually, you know what? I got to make sure to keep log of this, of these happenings, or else we're going to be in trouble. We're going to be in trouble. Okay, so today's sponsor so far is K-Spec for one lucky winner, right? My bro. And today, yeah, I'm jotting you down, man. I'm keeping control, bro. I'm keeping control. All right? So that one person is going to be chosen here later on, man. Later on. All right. So, Ara saying order 2 kilos of good tea. No time like the present. Did you really, bro? Tell me the goddamn truth, man. Did you actually order 2 kilos of tea? You know what, bro? There was a time where I smoked hookah so much, right, that I would actually order. I would order my Starbuzz or Al-Fakhr. I can't say it, okay? Fakhr? Can't say it. I would order it by the kilo. Boy. Right, because we would always have the homies at the studio and we would post up and smoke that damn thing all night, right? It was all good. Okay, Nina said I said it perfectly, okay? I love it. Next one, okay, so here are the stats based on that bullish engulfing that AMC has to present here for us, right? It's this one right in here. This one right in here, okay? That gives us, please remember, speculation here, okay? I need you to take this with a gigantic grain of salt. It's gotta be the size of the earth on your back. That's how big the grain of salt has to be in order for you to continue with the Arca Bulls team today. The grain of salt has to be the size of the earth on your back, all right? So, total iterations, 38 throughout the entire trading history of AMC's chart on the weekly time frame, right? Eric G is our next sponsor. Eric G is our next sponsor right now for another member to win that lucky month. Eric G, I love you, buddy. Dude, and thank you so much for the boost in the server, bro. Let's go. Dude, that's very nice of you, buddy. Another sponsorship from the West Coast, says my bro. Let's go, man. Let's go. Momo, I see you in there, buddy. What's up? Okay. So, guys, now we have the opportunity for two new members to win a free month into the Arca Bulls trading team. Next. Remember, guys, remember, the size of the earth, grain of salt on your back, all right? So, 38 iterations and zero guessed. I'm sorry, all 38 guessed the upside correctly. So we have zero incorrect iterations. That means that all 38 of these bullish engulfing candle formations, let me zoom into this, right? So you can see exactly what I mean, jelly bean, right? Here we go. This is a green candle engulfing the prior red candle, right? This marks off after a downtrend, a bullish engulfing, and could usually tell you that there is a reversal in price coming in, right? So that's what I'm saying here. Aside from the fact that we have a massive inverse head and shoulders here, giving us a target of like moon over there. Pluto is up here, right? So that's going to be the target based on that AMC inverted head and shoulders. But we're talking about the bullish engulfing right now. So 38 correct iterations, and I absolutely measured the average upside based on all of those. Guys, come on, I'm not going to cut you short up in here, man. We talked about this yesterday, all right? So that gives us an upside accuracy. That means that gives us 100% probabilities that we get an upside following that bullish engulfing. And the upside means that it would create a new high on the week. So we already got that new high, but we still have one more to combat, $5.20. So it's all good. Okay, so the average upside thrust, right? Your mean here. The average upside thrust is 48% over the span of 2.63 days. Okay, so the gain that we've gotten so far today appears to be around 4%. We were up already almost 6% on the day, right? So it's already kind of doing its little dance. I have no idea. Guys, whatever just happened yesterday or today, which, by the way, I would like for you to comment on, whatever just happened today with my dude, Roaring Kitty, getting his wasn't he about to get sued or something? So he's not getting sued anymore. They dropped the charges. He's chilling. He's big hanging now or what? Damn. So I don't know if that's going to do something to price, right? I also don't know if his 9.01 million shares of Chewy are going to do anything to GME. I have no idea. But all of these things are kind of piling up little by little, and seeing that we have this kind of an upside thrust from the bullish engulfing on a weekly is kind of lining up to the fundamentals too, I guess. So which is really weird because we were already identifying this just, last week. So we're getting some pretty good data over here, man. Oh, that's another thing, guys. No. I think someone said, Fact Finder actually just told me that, is he still holding GME or did he drop it for Chewy? What I heard was that he matched the amount that he had on GME. So that was the 9,001,000 shares. Right? So I really mean that, by the way. It's 9,001,000, not 9,100,000, not 9,010,000. 9,001,000 shares. So I think that's what he had, or that's what he has on GME as well. So he matched them. So huge stake on the company. And I think he also had to, I think Roaring Kitty also had to file that 13F. Is that what it was? And is that how you guys found out? Right? So now Lux is telling us that he is holding GME. He had an extra 200 million in cash. He had an extra 200 million in cash. My bro ballin'. Oh my goodness, dude. That's ridiculous, bro. Yeah, so Be Real is also telling me that he matched. So guys, we're getting consistent data here. He matched it. Okay, so, and that's what I mean. So does that bring positive price action to AMC and GME? Because he held it. You know what I mean? So those are the catalysts that I'm saying that, you know what, maybe this is the reason why we could potentially be seeing a potential upside, because of the fundamentals are lining up. They're lining up with what we already observed actually this was a Saturday and Sunday, right? So the probabilities are already leaning towards that upside continuation. We noticed this today. Actually, we noticed this on Saturday or Sunday for AMC, and we got that upside today. Almost 6% up on the day, pulled back, ending at around close to 4% up, still above the prior weekly bar's close. Okay, so we're getting an average upside thrust of 22.48%, which would take price action to around $6.10. So the range of that $6.10, because you know how I do this, man. I'm not going to give you guys just one solid target. If we start observing these targets as zones, then we'll be better off, right? So if we get the stats to really meet what we're talking about here, then it would be the space between 610 and 654 with a standard deviation, 29.21%, landing pretty close to that centered area at $6.32. So not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad. He's going to be the first billionaire meme king. Robert, that is pretty ridiculous. I didn't even imagine that that's what he could be, bro. That's but I think you're dead on to something there, buddy. He probably is. Okay, now beyond that standard deviation upside of $6.46, which is confluent to your average breakout target zone, right? 22.48. I did calculate further calculations, right? So I calculated specifically the upper bound and lower bound of the first standard deviation. So that is giving us a pump of around 43.69% to the upside, which is naturally bringing price to the areas of about $7.16. So, of course, I'm not really worried about those targets right now. I really want to make sure that we can observe a continuation to the upside based around the average upside thrust and into the mean, right? This is really what I want to focus things in on first, because, guys, the asset doesn't move that heavy, right? Any day that this asset opens, it moves an average of 50 cents. So 50.75 will average out to 51 cents on a daily basis. So anytime that this asset opens on a day, right? The AMC equity opens up in any day, it can go up or down 50 cents. That's its average true range. The ATR. And you hear me talk about that ATR fucking often, right? Very, 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 very often. So that's what I'm observing here for the potentials of price. Yeah, boy. All right. So Roast the Ghost is saying he turned 50K to a crazy amount in 2021. Imagine what he can do with his capital now. He's probably made billions. Well, he said he was a billionaire, but he couldn't realize that because it was a pre-market event. But he damn near took it close to there, right? Freaking $999,999.99 or whatever, dude. What the fuck? Let's just think of 1,000 million was almost what he was worth. To mark off the 1 billion mark, right? Oh my goodness, man. Anyway, so Nina's saying we should look at Chewy. I think the hedgies have calls on, and let's see. And on game, they have short positions. Oh my God, that's ridiculous. I bet you they're going to flip that shit just because he freaking announced it. Well, Actually, you know what? I do agree. We're going to have to go ahead and take a look at Chewy as well. And I already have that chart up on here with some potential targets, right? We already observed some of those targets to the downside. Remember, guys, that we were speaking of a downside on this first. Chewy, in comparison to AMC and GME, had a downside probability because of that huge pump to the upside. And we closed that pump on the upside on a major close on Friday. That close is the weekly, bi-weekly, right? Monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, and a semi-annual 6-month candle. So all of those timeframes closed all at once, simultaneous close. So there's going to be a lot of fuckery in the price is what I'm trying to say, right? So the reason why I said pull back on Chewy first was for that reason alone. Okay, so we've already met some of those targets to the downside, but as you can see here, I do have a very concentrated zone on Chewy located down here at about $24.12 with a potential of $22.24 as an overall range. Now, that's not saying that it's going there again, right? I'm just telling you that that is presently my perspective, and seeing that volatility is still increasing, which means that the dispersion of returns or transaction rate is increasing, right? So that's going to be more short activity when you see your stochastic momentum pivoted towards the downside like it is right now. So that is telling us, sure, we're going to get some downside price on Chewy, but also remember it was because of that huge pump to the upside on the weekly, right? See? So the reversion actually just happened to the 50%. Damn. So that was nailed. That was nailed too. Shit. Guys, so we made one of the targets already, pulled back all the way. Yeah, I would look at this zone here. Oh, I see it. We might get another one here, team. Look at this. This is called a fair value gap. And the center of it is right on my target. So now we have confluence in two different ways. So this is good. Okay, check it out. The wick right here. Let me get everything out of the way. This wick and this wick with this green body in between, that marks off an imbalance in price. That marks off a fair value gap. Right? So in between this fair value gap, not only lands this candle wick top here, but also that's my focused area right there at that candle top, the 50% of the freaking fair value gap. And this was also, I believe, the monthly or bi-monthly retrace down to here. So yeah, I do think that there could be some accumulation there. Okay, team, the next thing to observe is, of course, the weekly massive, shooting star. This is a huge bearish candle. So who knows if this is actually just going to distribute some short-term gains or whatever to whoever is just realizing their upside, right? And then this thing is just going to go and rip to the upside. Is that a potential? I don't know. But, speculation coming in from some of our peeps in here are saying that, what if the institutions, like, what Nina was saying, what if the institutions are long? Right? What if they're long, like as in bullish, right? Betting the upside and then they're betting the downside on GME. That's really tough because statistics are showing that Chewy should actually drop. And GME on stats, it's saying that it should actually rise. Right? So we already caught, just to give you that information again, we definitely caught the bottom side. So today on Saturday, we were talking about a pullback to 2263. Right? And then we got that rip to the upside from it. But of course, we reached down at the low of what? What was it? The low was 2231. So we were pretty damn close to that low, guys. And remember that I was speaking on GME, very unlikely reaching this area here. That doesn't mean that it can't reach it at all. I'm just saying that there's still a probability in there, okay? So please be very careful. But so far, the analysis is proving correct, okay? Now, GME had... this one had, I believe, this is a 4-day bullish engulfing. Okay, so here that is, right? We're getting the green candle to completely surround the previous red one. And it's not only, let me just go ahead and move this out of the way. It's not only a bullish engulfing, it is also an outside bar. See the circles in here? That is identifying where the wick is located on this green candle. So that is completely engulfing the prior red one entirely, body and on wick. So I also provided the probabilities for that as well, team, okay? So, first of all, we identified an 8.41% decline using the lower bound of the first standard deviation. And today, yesterday I was telling you that decline is confluent to 2263 based on the close of the prior four-day bar, right? So that's what we got. We got it today. Very freaking close to it. So instead of declining to that 8.41% or 8.45 in reality, it should have been, right? It declined to 9.56. So stats are playing pretty good within the probabilities of price movement here. The math is, in other words, mathin'. All right, so now that we got that pullback, also know that it does have an overall standard deviation. So the deviation here, meaning that price can oppose the upside first before a continuation, the standard deviation is a value of 22.93%, which would bring price all the way back down to $19. That is not to tell you that price is going to $19. It's only telling you that price has that room for you to determine what the higher probability supports are going to be, right? And check this out. Massive 4-day gap on this area here that usually serves as a point of inflection and a point for a bounce. And if we're taking a look at price from the 2222 area, well, let's see what 2222 looks like. There we go, right there. I'm going to point it out. Right here. And look at how close price action came to it. See that wick? It's right at that gap. We usually use previous gaps as support and resistance bounds in the future, despite the fact that they've already been filled. Because everybody tends to ask me that question, Arca, but you're talking about a gap that's been previously filled for like years. Why are you talking about that gap? Because it's a gap. Because it was a gap then, and it's a gap today. It's a gap even when it filled, because it's still there. And that's the reason, guys, that's a lot of ways that some of the green traders get trapped on price action, because they fail to observe a gap. So here's a little tip for those of you, right? The bigger the time frame, right? The bigger the time frame with that gap, the bigger the validity. Okay? Damn it, Chad, you're back in the hospital? Bro, I'm so sorry. Bro, text me up. Let me know if you need anything at all. I got you. I love you, buddy. I got my fingers crossed here for you. Damn it, dude. That really sucks. Okay, guys. So let's go back into the stats. Chad, I love you, dude. I'm so sorry, bro. And observe the further price action, guys. So now this does have 10 iterations throughout its entire trading history on the 4-day chart. So that tells us that 9 iterations are guessing the upside correctly, or they're observing the upside correctly, making a new weekly high. Specifically, that condition. I wanted to know how many out of the 10 iterations throughout its entire trading history, how many of those bullish engulfings made a new high to its prior week. So 9 out of those 10 did. And the average upside thrust is 14.48%. So mapping out from the firing of the signal, which is the closing of the 4-day time frame formation, from there, 14.48 takes us to 28.23. That is definitely higher than the prior weekly bar at 26.72, right? Okay. The next potential here is that we identify the 22.93% standard deviation now from the downside can also be used for an upside thrust. So that would put us at $30.36. Now, just in case price action succeeds both of the standard deviation and the average upside thrust, then we have $33.89. But now remember this, and take it again with a gigantic grain of salt, the size of the earth on your back, right? It's got to be Texas on your back. You're looking at a 90% probability that we reach an upside thrust of 14.48% from the firing of the signal, which marks off 28.23. That's what I'm trying to say here, team, okay? So it's not my opinion. It is not based on like, I'm not trying to tell you that, you know what, guys, I think that this thing's going to rip to the upside because blah, 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 and right? No, has nothing to do with that. Really what I'm trying to say is just that math is kind of telling us that there is kind of an average behavior or a typical behavior when price action performs this type of bullish engulfing. And that's typically what it does. And here's one more thing. When we're using, Be Real is saying, so you're saying you're bullish. Yes. Yes, I am. I would not have signaled entry at 2263. Yesterday, I was very clear that, yeah, the standard deviation is telling us that we can go down to 1905, but I highly doubt we'll get there. Right? So the stats are certainly suggesting for upside price action, and whatever the stats are saying, that is where I'm going to go. Right? Because I'm a data trader, guys. I do math. I just numbers, bros, and listen, and gals, okay? Numbers lie never. People lie always, okay? So just know that that's why I'm saying what I'm saying here, okay? It's just, I'd rather follow the data and the behavior here because that's what I trust, okay? And then the discretionary side of things, and then this is discretion. I'm telling you here that this is a bullish engulfing. That's discretion. That is full on like speculation. But now I'm not going to make it speculation, and I'm going to make sure that the SEC and FINRA and the DTCC stay the fuck off my back by giving you the math of it too, because it's public. And guess where I got all that math from? Fucking Yahoo Finance, right? So I went to Yahoo Finance and I downloaded all of the open, high, low, close, and volume of GME throughout the entire trading history, all the way back to 2002 or 2003. And then I just gathered all that data and I created this little gray box right here for you that tells you 90% probabilities we're going to the upside of around 15%. Yay! Arca fucking did it! Congratulations to you all, right? You just saved yourself 74 hours of back testing and price analysis. I got you, man. You got it in fucking 2 minutes. And now we got the upside. You got the bottom side of this 2263. You're presently in the money. Fucking you're welcome. I love you guys. Make sure to hit that like button immediately. Subscribe to the channel. And always, always, always remember to hit those links on the bottom left and top right. And I mean bottom left and top left. We forgot our left and right. I love you guys so much, man. I love you guys, okay? So remember, guys, I am expecting a continuation, but now you're going to say, but Arca, what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes for GME though? Well, I can do that for you too, right? We can also identify what the price action is going to do in the coming day, right? So let's see what that's looking like, right? Because we zigzag around. Only because the 4-day time frame is telling you that we're going to $28, it does not mean that it's going to be from 23 to 28. Right? Because this boy is going to wiggle around, right? He's going to do a little zigzag for you here and there, and it will be good. So, let's go ahead and now take a look at that next probability, guys. Make sure, please, guys, do me that strongest favor in the world. Make sure to hit that like button. And I got something here for you guys. I want to know some information here. Some information, okay? What I'm going to ask you here is what platform are you currently using to trade in, right? So I'm going to give you a couple options over here, and I just want you to just select the ones that you want. I want to know where people are the most, right? Because that's going to tell us here as an indicator between all of us who's getting shorted. I'm just kidding. Well, some of these brokers, they use payment for order flow and then blah, 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 all that good stuff, right? So let's just find out together what we use. Right? And I'm going to go ahead and add some of the more popular options in here for us to choose from. And I think that, let's see, so we're going to do Robinhood, Webull, Thinkorswim. I'm even going to put TradingView as an execution platform as well. You know what I mean? And that honestly is all that I can add. I can only add 4. So I'm gonna title this or ask you what execution or which execution platform do you use? And that's as simple as that, guys. Please do me a favor and make sure to submit your vote here. And there is a none, so if you don't have it, it's okay. So if you don't use any of these 4, it's all good. But I'm putting really basic ones in here, okay? So let's go ahead and start that poll now, guys. Do me a favor, submit your votes right now and let me know what platform you use as an execution platform for your trading. And yeah, so let's go ahead and catch that detail now, guys. It's already good. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for submitting your votes. Please remember, guys, now we're over a couple hundred viewers now, which is pretty amazing considering the time. Thank you so much for coming on by. Make sure to hit that like button as you come in so we can finesse then and caress that algorithm, right? We'll get some more market participants to come in and we can have them understand price action in a different way, right? Fidelity, Schwab, Webull, and Robinhood says Destiny. I totally hear you. Guys, and actually, for those of you on Schwab, are you still having issues with your execution or what? Big Jim is saying robbing the hood. The hood's been robbed. Right? We camels. Eric, bro. Nice. Oh my goodness, man. Listen, man. What I'm going to say, guys, is that I am eternally thankful that you have made the Arca Bulls team this huge presence, right? Collectively, and congratulations to you all, but collectively, now throughout Twitter, throughout Discord, and YouTube, we have reached around 17,000 subscribers. Guys, that's 17,000 people around the world listening to the Arca Bulls team. That is magnificent. That is absolutely huge. And it puts this, I feel like it's putting this stamp, right? It's putting this fucking stamp on Earth here. So now, right, we're about to break 11,100 on YouTube. We're inside of the mid 5,000s in freaking Twitter. We have like 2,500 on Discord. I don't know, man. There's a bunch of people everywhere, and I'm eternally thankful, once again, for all of you. So thank you guys so much because you have been the ones to make this possible along this massive, massive journey with me. Let's continue it growing. Let's continue growing it. Let's continue making sure that the team gets great information, right, and great price analysis because that's how it started initially, and that's the idea here. We're going to save retail one by one, and that's all it takes, guys. All right, so how's that voting coming along, guys? Please make sure as you come in to submit your vote, all I want to know is which execution platform you're using so that we can see what the actual deal here is, because I was actually telling Joe that you'd be surprised, man. The majority is probably going to come in Robinhood because Robinhood is typically the easiest way to do things. You have no idea the plans that I have for that. Oh, boy. Anyway, so let's go ahead and take a look at the daily time frame for GME and or potentially gather ourselves some data for the coming days, right? So I'm going to get rid of this. Yeah, let's just get rid of all these drawings because I don't care, right? So we identified a potential abandoned baby formation. Again, relax, right? I didn't come up with that name. I'm going to show you again what the bullish abandoned baby, abandoned Berber looks like, and that's where it is, okay? That's where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what it is, okay? So it's just an abandoned baby. I didn't come up with it. Trust me when I say that. Arca, I've gotten messages like, I'm gonna report you to the better bureau, and then you're gonna get dude because you come up with a name, and dude, no, I'm not gonna know, bro. Come on, I didn't come up with these names. They've been existing here since like 1938. Okay, well, I'm fucking around with that and not actually true, right? But yes, they've been existing forever. All right. Know that I'm just fucking around with you, and I love you guys so much. Okay. Titty Sprinkle saying, yeah, funny how it happens on a day with Roaring Kitty posts and more shares bought, more manipulation? Potentially, man. Who knows? Be Real saying, geesh, didn't we had a debate on that last Thursday? Man, I think so. Maybe so. But if we are identifying here a bullish abandoned baby, that means that price action here may actually gap up into the coming day, which would be awesome. But we know what happens on gap ups. They usually come back down, right? That's usually what ends up happening. But There's a condition to this. There is a condition to this. And in order for us to kind of meet such a condition, then I will say that we would need to close. That we would definitely need to close anywhere above right here, anywhere above. I'm not joking. 24.79. If we can close at 24, maybe 83, that would be great news. Now, why? Well, because we have several gaps that can help us as support. So I'm gonna go ahead and just jot them down in here. Right, this is one. Right in here. This is the top of this gap on a wick basis. Right? Huge gap right there. Huge. Arca, Robinhood main platform and trading view for charts. And let's see, I'm using Robinhood. I'm sure they are robbing my hoodie. Yeah, they are. Guys, they're robbing you. It's terrible execution times, right? You are subject to the bid and ask spread. So, and there's actually a regulation behind that, right? To get you the best bid and offer. So, I mean, I do not think you're getting competitive executions at the bid or the ask at market. I don't think so. I think you're getting them better on platforms where you have direct access order routing, like DAS Trader. Sterling, Thinkorswim with direct access, and also real-time live data. Like those platforms, sure, you're getting competitive fills. But when it comes to like Robinhood, Moomoo, Webull, there's an absolute wash on almost every execution. I can bet it's just not good. It's just not good. Is what I'm trying to say, guys. Okay, so if you are still coming in, guys, please do me that favor. Make sure to continue voting inside of that little platform right there. I just want to know which execution platform you're using. And this is going to tell us roughly what we're kind of feeling, right? So it does provide some good information, and it does provide some enlightenment too. Right? So now, let's see. Emerald Dragons is saying, no, I just go on a site and, So you trade based on the site's execution. So that's your platform. The site is your platform. It's whatever broker that is. So it's saying I do use Edge Mobile now. Not sure which one but it's forced me to do that. I see. So yeah, dude, the thing is that Robinhood has made it eternally easy. I mean, exponentially easy to execute any type of trade. Because it's just a big ass green button, you know? So it's all good. Now, the KB is saying Robinhood won't let you sell at the top. Man, it's like they'll make it. It's kind of like that, right? They'll make it like so that no one is there on all kinds of lies. Momo in the YouTube, in the YouTube stream, that's where I created the poll. And this is just it's just a study, right? It's a study. But guys, you know how I am. You know how I am, right? In reality, this is actually something that Tahoe Joe wanted to do. But you know how I am with data, with numbers. I use a lot of crap like this because I want to know the best way of observing things. So if right now, for example, we're getting Thinkorswim at 22%. Or actually, you know what? Let's just do Webull at 20%, right? At 19%. So Webull being the third most used, then I'm going to consider the moving averages that Webull has to offer from stock. And that's going to tell me a probability of users using the moving averages that are just supplied or provided to you from your inception, from the stock value. So that's what I want to know. And then that moving average, I'll put weight to it. What are the indicators that they're offering you and they're promoting to you? Then I'll start observing those indicators for the Webull people. So there's going to be a so-and-so resistance probability based on the users of Webull. See what I mean? I often use data in very clever ways, in different ways. I try to look at areas where no one is willing to look at or others are not willing to look at, right? So that's part of my edge in trading. Robinhood was switching to interactive brokers, says Ape. RB saying I'm on Fidelity. Omar, my bro, hawked to a girl on Robinhood. Is that the truth? Nina said they all look alike. Oh my God. Ken is saying easy. And I like how they the live options price. Let's see. Webull usually charges $2.99 a month for that. But I do like Moomoo app because it shows the live unusual options activity. Moomoo does do that. And I think so does Thinkorswim. I think Thinkorswim does do that unusual options. I don't think I have my brothers in here, right? But if for any of you who are using Thinkorswim, does that give you unusual options activity? But I think it was Moomoo that gave it to you. That's pretty clutch on Moomoo's part, bro. I'm not going to lie. That's really good. Okay, so let's observe price action here for GME. Let me bring up the 4-hour time frame. And I need stochastic momentum. Here we go. Okay. So the 4-hour time frame is already getting a little bit of a kink down here, meaning that it may actually start shifting towards the upside. That paired with volatility expansion could give us an upside probability. Let's start going a little more granular. So here we are in the hourly time frame consolidation. It's granted because that's literally what it did into the post hours, right? All good. Let me see the 30 minute. 30 minutes still suggesting downside, 15, but they're all oversold by, just so you know. So the 5-minute time frame in critical contraction with upside and bleeding into the 10 with upside. Okay, so we have immediate short-term time frame upside. Now, where's the resistance coming in? Because we still have downside in some of these major time frames, like the 30. So if the 30 were to fulfill, I do think that price action into the coming day, depending on what's going to happen here in the post hours, but we would be resisting somewhere along the lines of around 2378. Let's make the range. Let's just draw it in. So about 2378 to just about the targets of around 2407, right? You'll get that resistance on this area here, and then we'll get the pullback. Guys, please remember, keep on submitting your votes here so that we can have enough iterations to get a good read. Omar saying, guys, it's so easy to hit the like button. Arca is working his ass off. Let's show him some love, please. Omar, my buddy, you just introduced the potential for a third lucky winner into the freaking trading team for a free month, buddy. Hell yeah. America. I love you, my bro. Ian saying, like and subscribe, show your love for Arca and the work he's putting. I appreciate you, team. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chad. David saying, I look at the RSI with volume to predict Bollinger squeeze direction. Okay, so yeah, you're talking about a potential volatility, right, versus momentum. That is literally what I'm using here, buddy. So this directional volatility, this is actually, the way that you can determine this is also called a Bollinger Bands with percentile. So the difference here is that I like to observe volatility based on a linear fashion, because I can measure the iterations of critical contraction or critical expansion. But it's quite literally volatility bands. Now, the other thing I do is that sometimes I just don't have any indicators up, and I have one of my scripts here that I put together called data cells. Now, data cells tells me the lower bound of the second standard deviation multiplier of a Bollinger Band. So I have the upper band, I have the lower band of the first standard deviation upside, and the upper band of the first standard deviation upside. So in other words, if you're looking at a Bollinger Band in a physical form, this is what I mean. 4 bands, and you're getting the entire price action from them. This. So 1 standard deviation up, 2 standard deviations up, mean 1 standard down, 2 standard down. And this is presently, so that I don't have to see that, I have that presently on my data cells algorithm. So here it is, your BBW, your BB mean, right? BB1 top, BB1 low. This is your upper low. This is your lower low. So all of the five are presented to me. The current ATR top, current ATR low of the whatever time frame that I'm in. Daily ATR top, always standard. I have the VWAP and 2 standard deviations up and down of the VWAP as well. Right, so that's typically how I tend to observe price action like Q2. Now the RSI, I have a slope indicator. So that's telling me that 0.67% on the RSI signal slope, which means that that slope could be something along the lines of maybe around like this. Fuck, goodness gracious, hold on. It could be somewhere along the lines of like, maybe like this, right? The slope of the RSI. So now if I pull up an RSI and then see it, and this is the slope right here. So that's how I'm able to tell what the RSI is doing based on just a different algorithm that I've created. Dude, I am very picky when it comes to data presented to me. I want it in a certain way, and that way only, right? And I will bust my ass until I have it the way I want it, right? So I do not take no for an answer as I get what I want, dude. And even if it causes it, and even if it means that I have to build it for myself, I will fucking make it, because I definitely did not know how to code before this. Until I was introduced into trading, then I was able to literally create what I wanted for myself. But yeah, which this is a great help into trading without any lines. So yes, we're getting an upside probability here. So which means, guys, that I do think that we're going to face a resistance first to the areas of about 2378 to 2407, depending on what after or what post market is going to do. There's that girl again. Oh my God, bro. So now what we can do is observe a potential downside, right? After this resistance grab. If we are able to meet a further upside, which I doubt for the immediate short, I think we're going to start catching some upside later on tomorrow. Maybe into lunch. Maybe after NYSE lunch. Okay, but if we did catch a further upside, then that probability would land right in this zone here, 2480 to about, I would say 2518, right? Get that resistance, and then we pull back to the prior day's low. Prior day's low meaning today's low, or yesterday for some of you because it's already midnight as fuck. We get that 2230 bounce, and then we could see that continuation. Right, so that's presently what I'm observing here. And I'm not going to leave you in the dust, right? So let's just go ahead and put some of those receipts down here. Price can really do whatever it freaking wants, guys. All I'm doing here is just kind of deciphering the glyphs for you. That's all I'm doing. It doesn't mean that it's going to go up my direction first. It just means that these are some of the probabilities that I'm observing based on current price action. Let me make these a little bit bigger for some of you that are on the phone, right? Can't see those targets. Here you go. Because I love you. Okay, so let's take a look at the voting and let's see how that poll is coming in. Okay, guys, it looks like we're at around 71 votes already, so it's looking pretty good. So keep on voting, guys. Keep on coming in, and definitely do me a favor. I need 5 more likes to hit 100 likes on YouTube. Do me a favor and make sure to rape that fucking button right now and get that thing rolling and moving and grooving. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for coming on out. So this is the immediate short-term price action that I'm looking for on GME. All right, you guys, and you already have my feelings on Chewy as well. I do think that we have an inflection point to bounce from, and it could be located well within this area here, right? So some of those receipts, 2416, let me put the outer bound targets on that as well. Right about at 2476. 2461, bunch of sixes in there, right? Damn it. No way. Wait, which one? Jules, which one? The big arrow lines up to the 5th? Fuck. Wait a second. On what ticker? On GME? Let me see. Oh shit. Damn. It's you mean to the 5th of July? I'm gonna make it just because you said that. I'm gonna make it for the 5th. Here you go. Friday. It may very well do it. Who knows? It may very well do that. So Chewy is at 25.75 right now is what I'm catching. So pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. Where did we say it was going? Oh, Jules, that's Richard Newton was talking about that, right? He was talking about the that's what you mean. He was talking about the T plus 35. It aligns with the fail to delivers and the T plus 35 coming on July 5th, 2024. I see what you mean. Okay. Right. I watch his videos, but not enough for me to keep in my head. I really just want to know how he's doing in his puzzle. And I'm supporting his channel. You know, I'm watching it. I want to be part of the algorithm that helps him grow. Right? Because the guy has an excellent narrative. He's gathering funds for his church and he's a good dude. So I want to make sure that I watch his videos all the way and I put the like and that whole thing, you know, I want to do my part. So, but you know me, I'm not really that type of trader and I don't look at those things, but that is interesting. That actually, if we do get that top end of around $28 coming into this Friday, may not seem so, absolutely. Definitely a different edge to observing price and market movement. Yes, Jules. And you know what? For my master's students, that's usually what I encourage. A lot of fundamental traders come up to me, right? They have fundamental backgrounds and I tell them all the time, guys, a well-versed trader would include fundamentals, technicals, stats, geometrics, the whole 9 yards. Imagine the powerhouse trader you can become by understanding charting the way that I do, by understanding stats the way that I do, and merging your ability to observe fundamentals. That is infinitely powerful. And that's what I want to enable my students, right? Which by the way, guys, yeah, the beginner's program, let me know if you have any interest in that, okay? ArcMastersCourse at Gmail. And I'll pass you the syllabus, the disclaimer, tuition, and everything, right? So I'm going to just make it big here for you. There you go. Large letters. And Jules saying that's why we're here. I appreciate you so much, Jules. Appreciate you. All right. So David, what's up, buddy? He's saying, whatever happened to the FTDs? Well, that's what Jules was just telling us on the other side. I believe that is something that's going to be coming in with the confluence of the T plus 35 on this Friday. Again, guys, I'm not really following that, and I have a different outlook for price. Yeah, I have a more mathematical outlook, right? So a data-driven, behavioral type of outlook. I use psychology, I use geometrics and statistics, some physics to understand where price action may or may not go. So I tend to look for the behavioral anomaly. And that's usually what gives me my edge. It's not to invalidate any type of other edge. It's just to tell you that that's where I found mine. And if I can encourage you to find yours in fundamentals, I will. And if I can encourage you to do it within charting, like in my course, then I will especially do that because that's what I know. Right? And that's the way I was trained. And I was trained. You guys know the name of this. You guys know the name of this. It's called a quant. A quantitative. That's me. I'm a data-driven trader, systematic by heart. Partly discretionary, mostly systematic. Buttons and numbers and data. So yeah, guys. So I appreciate everybody for coming on by. Thank you so much for ripping that freaking like button all the way. I don't know if I looked at the immediate short term for AMC, but I can do that for you now. Let's take a look at the daily close on AMC, and then we'll be good to go. Right? Okay. So yeah, this is still part of that 4-hour time frame wolf formation that we observed here. So we were signaling potential entry on this wolf down at these areas here, right? 462 to 466. This would be the zone to really enter and then get that break all the way up to where I believe could be the resistance areas based on this wolf formation. The connection of wave 1 to wave 4 on a wolf pattern gives you these topside targets, and so far we're doing pretty good, right? So whomever picked up, well, I honestly signaled entry to many of my traders at 433, and we bottom ticked that to the penny. We reached 433 to the penny, and I know many people who entered there, right? So then people were saying, what's the next entry point? Is this too late? Because it kept on going up. So I spoke about the next entry point being down here at 462 to 466. Whoever picked that up, good job. You made a move to 516 today. I still expect price action to reach around 524, maybe 531. Sounding pretty fucking sexy. You know, that's good. I like it. The problem here is that we just built a shooting star in a 4-hour. Or that could be a good opportunity for you to experience a pullback, load the bulls, and then get the upside continuation. So what is the daily ATR value on this? 50 cents. Let's just say, for example, we open at $5 tomorrow. So that means that at around $4.50, we could get a pull to the upside. That is taking us to 450, and we have not experienced any single day to use its entire ATR. So if anything, let's see, 498 to about 516. So we're using about 20 to 25 cents on average. I would favor that, right? I would really favor a push down into those numbers. So now if we were to observe a support range around there, then I would say it would be somewhere around the area of about 496 as a pullback. Hold on, that's your top area. Let me look back. Yeah, 496 is very strong. Hold on. Hold on. I'll give it to you. There it is. 493. This is your zone number 1. What am I looking for? Motherfuckers out there be saying this fool just made that shit up. Fuck no, I didn't. That wick high. This wick at the 50%. This wick high. This wick high. Right? This wick high. This wick low. All of those wicks are completely confluent to the range. So what I'm looking for is the area that's most commonly used. So if it's highly used, then I'm gonna highly suggest it. Because why? Because it's behavior. It's quite literally that. It's just behavior, guys. All right, so that means that I do think that pullback could happen to a first range of around 490, what was it again? 3 to 496. And then we'll end up getting a further pullback if price action agrees with it. And I will say, yeah, it could be right. Yep, it would be right about here. 490, and I'll give you the second zone, okay? So 490. Now let's find the other one. Trust me when I say that I don't like doing this all the time. I do not like doing this. There we go. That's it. 486 to 490. Now you're going to say, why? Why on that one, Arca? What did you do on that one? Well, let me show you. Because of all of this, right? We have a few other touches that are aligning itself with that. Wick high, 50% in here. Wick high, 50% right here. 50% on these two. 50% at the open here. See what I mean? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the area of more confluent touches. I'm looking for rhyming. And that is a pattern. That is a structure. That is what I've trained my eyes to look for. So all good. All good in the hood. So guys, I would strongly suggest for you to just be careful with your price action here and observe higher probability resistance zones. I'm not exactly sure what happened here. Let's go ahead and put it down again. What happened to you, buddy? One more time. Okay, there you go. Let's put the receipts down, guys, and I do think that this would be your area for pullback before it continues on to the upside. So be careful with this, okay? Take it like I say it, like I tell you, right? Just take it with a gigantic grain of salt. Huge grain of salt. Right, it's got to be the size of the earth on your back. I know these are tiny. I'm sorry. I'm going to make them bigger for you. Right? It's not what I intend here. Let me see what the 20 looks like. Yeah, 20. Let's use a 20 font on this. There we go. Much better. And here we go. Here's the bottom one for you guys too. 490 to about 486 was that potential bottom range. So yeah, I'm thinking here, guys, that this could be one of the probabilities, right? Let's wait for price action. Wait for price to come to you, right? Could be something like this, right? Inverse head and shoulders, continuation to the upside based on supports. Based on resistances and supports. And that's what I mean, Jelly Bean. I absolutely love it. Okay, let's go back and reference our voting poll and see what happened. All right. So, guys, I'm going to end the poll now, and we're going to give 3 people a chance to win entry to the Arca Bulls trading team. So, here we go, guys. I'm going to end that voting poll in 5 seconds. We have 3 seconds. And 2 seconds. And 1. And here we go. So these are the results here for the platforms that we are using most often. Check it out. So that shows at Robinhood 46%. Damn. Thinkorswim is 17% alongside Webull, and TradingView appears to be the bigger one. The second biggest next to Robinhood. Very, very, very interesting. All right, guys. So, for a chance to win a free month into the Arca Bulls trading team, where we're trading the financial markets together every single day, I need you to type in those double X's in the chat. What fucking motherfucker? In the chat right away. Type them in, guys. For a chance to win. For a chance to win. Type in those double X's in the chat right away, right away, right away. Let's go. I got it, man. We're going to start choosing right away. Yeah, that's right, Jason. You gotta put the lending off. Put them in there, guys. For a chance to win. 3 of you are going to get random selected to win a free month into the trading team. Let's go. And if you don't participate, then you're not going to get your chance. Come on in. Come on in. All right, double S's are still good too. I'm down. I'm down with the double S's. All right, we got 1 down, 2 to go. Let's go. All right, man. I love it. I love it. All right, here we go, guys. We have 1 more person to go. Oh, man. All right. We got it. We got the 3 of them. Let's go ahead and announce the 3 lucky winners for the free month into the trading team. Now, remember, guys, we usually do this little after party, right? Make sure to come on by, hang out with us, chill. And we're about to announce those 3 winners right now. So winner number 1, here's your winner number 1, is Jeremiah Wade. Where are you at, boy? Jeremiah Wade, Jeremiah Wade. Here is your link, my dude. Make sure to hit that right away. Join the Arca Bulls trading team. I'm going to catch you inside, boy. Come on by, man. Number 2, our second lucky winner today. based on our awesome sponsors, K-Spec and Eric G. It's going to be Z3000. Where you at, Z3000? Hit that link, boy. Or girl. Again, bro, again. It's all good. It's all good. And now for our third lucky winner, damn it. It's going to be Jeremiah Wade said, yeah. Jeremiah Wade said, yeah. Our third lucky winner is MFGA. Come through, friend. What is a general term like that I can use because I say bro? I mean, I'll you know, I'll bro my girl cousin, man. So hit the freaking link in the chat, man, or girl or woman. I don't know who you are. When you arrive, though, when you arrive at the landing pad, go to the Arca Lounge, mention me, and say who you are in YouTube, and I will give you access to the kingdom. So come through. Make sure to hit those links right away. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, team. I appreciate you all for coming on by. Please remember, right? Subscribe to the trading team. This is a one-time fee that you're catching on the left links. And that is not going to be there forever. We're going to quit that at the 200 mark. And we're getting close. All right, you guys? And also remember to keep your education in mind. Reach out to me at ArcMastersCourse at Gmail for a 5-week mentorship program for beginners in charting and trading. Love you guys so much. And I can't wait to see you for the after party, team. Come through. Come through. I will see you soon. And let's go ahead and cut this video out right here, team. I love you. Adios. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever. Never, ever, ever, ever. I need you to do your own due diligence, but everything will be cool. But with that said, I wish you well a very, very good night and or day, and I'll catch you at the Bell Mañana. Adios! Fuck yeah!